Uh, Sorry. I just want to prep myself mentally for a little bit of a moment because I honestly don't know why I'm going to talk about Reborn as a Vending Machine. I Now Wonder the Dungeon Season 2. Yeah. Yeah, basically, Vending Machine Isekai, as I'm going to just say that throughout the rest of this video, is one of the most. Why did this even get a second season show to begin with? Like, what? Why? Why we get to here? What's going on here? Yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit of a different format for this one because this one I do not give two shits about. This is without a doubt, as I've stated from the first season of Vending Machine Isekai, this was just super generic, really blatant, really like it's just a non-starter isekai to begin with. And honestly, believe me when I say this, watching the second season of Vending Machine Isekai as right now, even up to episode 6, I really went into this with little to no expectation whatsoever. And boy howdy, they are just still finding a way to just somehow go even below what I expect. So yeah, Vending Machine Season 2, it's back. Same studio, same shit, same people that gave us the first season of Vending Machine Isekai, which came out back in 2023. This was honestly the first season when it came out back in 2023 was one of the worst animes to come out of that year. And I remember that it was like in my top 10 worst animes of 2023. And believe me, that when this show came out, there were already other terrible dog shit isekais that went into the vending machine twists. So instead of like where you have your typical protagonist die in the real world and get isekai and get powers and buffed up and shit, like you now have characters in past isekais where they now die and they now get reborn as a different being, as a different thing. In one instance, there's an anime about where you get reincarnated as a sword, as a dog, as a cat, as a freaking demon. And then we have Vending Machine Isekai, which this one is to this day the way the character got isekai as a vending machine still is mind-boggling to me. It's about as nonchalant and as blatant and as a ripoff as it is, where the dude essentially just drives on the road, he dies and falls off a cliff, and once you know, right before he somehow survives, he gets crushed by an actual vending machine, and then he reawakens as a vending machine. And that's pretty much where the whole thing starts. Now, again, I did watch all 12 episodes of this first season. I didn't give two shits about it. But there are characters in that first season that are just so bland, so deadpan of a delivery that it was just not worth talking about. And every time, I swear to God, there's always a scene about how, yeah, Bakso Kun, they're calling him Bakso in this anime, that he's going to be useful, that he's going to be helping people. He literally does helpful things in a way that is just so creative, I guess, but most of the time, 90 fucking percent of the time, he's just giving people food, giving people drinks. When he's fighting against enemies, he's just throwing marbles at them. He's shaking a ball of coke, putting some Mentos, and then just splashing that shit on them. And then he's like, "Ah, no, this is too much." And it's just like, man, this is just the most fucking stupidest fucking shit ever. That it's so unrealistic. And the enemies, oh my god, the fucking enemies in this second season of Vending Machine Isekai is about as weak as if you're playing like the first few levels of like a Final Fantasy game. I shit you not. Literally, the enemies that this show that you're facing, that our heroes, our protagonists are facing against, are nothing but lizards, frogs, and the strongest, at least as of right now, is a big, powerful skeleton who can summon other skeletons and undead skeletons, and that's about it. And even with that in the way, like you could tell like this world is just not really like it's not really like a powerhouse world that you can really give two shits about. It's just a waste of fucking time, and that's what it feels like with this show in general. This show is a waste of time, and it's trying so goddamn hard to make you care for this show. And I've been noticing that because prior to the second season, the first season was kind of like nonchalant, like giving you like a reason to care about these characters, care about the world itself. In the second season, as of me watching all the sixth episode of the second season, God, I can't even fucking say the episode now because I'm so irritated. Basically, this second season in general is filled with nothing but serious moments. And you would think that, okay, hey, serious moment, it's gonna finally elevate the vending machine isekai to what it should be talked about. No, these moments come out of fucking nowhere. Take for example, the character Lamis, who is like the main girl that you see in the poster here. Lamis essentially now finds out the person that destroyed her village, that destroyed her childhood village, and her first instinct like, I'm gonna fucking kill him for everything he's fucking done, and this is for my village. I'm gonna take revenge. Yeah, and it's just like, what the fuck? This came out of nowhere, and this was the third fucking episode. We're only 3 episodes into the second season, and Lavis's backstory just boom, just came out of fucking nowhere. And prior to this, it was just all jokes and humor. It's like, oh yeah, we're being the enemies, guys. We're being a bunch of frogs and lizards by throwing a bunch of soda and showing off our cool, flexible moves. And the characters in the show are just as basic as like every fantasy trope you see out there. And then today's episode, I shit you not, today's episode really got to me, where the big fucking twist, the big fucking reveal, if anyone gives a fucking shit about spoilers, is that there are characters in the show that if you follow the first season of Vending Machine Isekai, there is a twist that, oh yeah, these two are actually together. Oh, and then these two, the red guy and the white guy with white hair, they're actually sons of the guy that's actually in charge of that group. Oh yeah, and then they have like a hidden son, and now they're actually going to betray us because they're trying to find a cure for their son because he has a horrible disease that involves blessing and unblessings per se, and it goes into that typical trope that we've seen done way better from other isekai and fantasy shows alike. And the way the show does it is about so nonchalant and boring and so unexpected. Which again, I like my unexpected moments, but in the case of this, once again, this is so out of the blue when prior to the beginning of this episode, it was just all jokes and humor. It's like, oh yeah, let's go ahead and talk about some stuff. But at the same time, we got some idiot with a foot fetish in this freaking show now. I shit you not. There's a guy that has a little foot fetish for shoes in this show, and they're making fun of him. Meanwhile, the Boxo-kun here is trying to like calm it down and trying to find ways to strategize with his vending machine skills because now he can transform into a big ass fucking ice machine that's the biggest in the world and can shoot ice and find strategic ways to get to the quest at hand. And it's so fucking dumb. It's so fucking dumb. I really cannot emphasize this enough. Vending Machine Isekai Season 2 should have not even gotten Season 2 to begin with. The first season was fucking crap. Why did the second season come out to begin with? And I'm going to be honest with you and say this. I'm going to sit through the rest of the show. I will, because I'm honestly just watching it out of spite. I really want to drop this within the third episode, honestly, after the whole Landis plot twist reveal. But now I'm just so fucking deep into the show that I need to know how this ends. I want to know how the shitty fucking show ends. Because, oh my god, this was a. Right now, I'm just wasting my fucking time. The only way you can really sit through the show now is if you have another screen playing that has a much better anime in the background. Like, this show is just not it. This is not good. I don't understand why this even came out to begin with. And, yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna cut to the chase and just cut to the bullshit. Score, as of right now, I would probably give it like a fucking 2 out of 10. I just can't. This show is absolutely dog shit. The first season is palatable, is tolerable at least, but the second season, as of right now, and me looking to the next how many episodes this second season has, is going to be so boring and so painful to go through. So yeah, just want to talk about Bang Machine Sky Season 2. I would not recommend this at all. So yeah, 2 out of 10. Wouldn't recommend. I'll see you on the next one later.